You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, we know somebody that has gotten ridiculously popular this year with the Indiana Fever. I made a prediction that she was going to be the second most popular player on this team by the end of the year. And then, of course, there was the big incident during the Connecticut Sun game. And by the end of that game, she was known as Caitlin Clark's enforcer, right? The one that's got her back. At times, it feels like the only one that's got her back, if I'm being quite honest. Well, that has led to a lot of opportunities. By the way, she had a little bit of a down game yesterday against the Sky. But prior to that, for the last couple weeks, Sophie Cunningham had been balling out on the basketball court ever since she started getting put in to the starting lineup. So we got a couple of different things that have emerged when it comes to Sophie. Number one, let's start with what happened yesterday, because she has gone viral, all right? She's gone viral over hot girls eat Arby's. Yeah. She was wearing this outfit, this arrangement into the Chicago Sky game. Of course, the Indiana Fever, I would like to say, beat the brakes off the Sky, but really it felt like they underachieved a good bit yesterday with so many Sky members being out of the lineup. But nonetheless, she came walking in to the arena yesterday wearing that. There she is right there. Let's just bring this up over at Tater Report. There she is right there. Hot girls eat Arby's. I can only imagine, and I have no idea. I would assume this is some kind of sponsorship with Arby's, right? Right there. I don't know. The roast beef sandwich jokes just sort of write themselves at this point. And just like that, I want a cheddar melt. Insert roast beef joke here. Yeah. So you can imagine that is really caught the attention of a lot of people. Greatest crossover ever. Imagine being so hungry you eat Arby's. What are you talking about? Arby's is freaking great. It's not as great now that 5 for 5 is no longer a thing, because back in the day, that 5 for 5 roast beef was dirty with some curly fries. My goodness gracious, that was great. Arby's loves our Sophie. I always knew y'all had bad taste from how bad your food is. You got to be kidding me. Oh, somebody got bent out of shape. Arby's getting the Sophie Cunningham endorsement. Priceless. Yeah, that's good. That's good stuff. But that's not the only thing that's interesting from Sophie. Ever heard of somebody named Jenny Buss? You may be like, who? The Lakers owner? Co-owner? Yeah, that Jenny Buss. She has offered Sophie Cunningham a spot with WOW. You may be like, what's WOW? Women of Wrestling, right here. By the way, they were all at Comic-Con this last weekend, right here. Paramount Global Season 4 of WOW. There's Jenny Buss right there. That's Phil Jackson's ex-girlfriend, actually, too, on top of everything else. But the owners of WOW, Women of Wrestling, have offered Sophie Cunningham a position after this was just came out over the last couple of days, but it stems back from the incident we were talking about with the Connecticut Sun. Indiana Fever forward Sophie Cunningham drew notoriety when she defended her superstar teammate Caitlin Clark with a flagrant foul and subsequent skirmish against the Connecticut Sun in June. This prompted Women of Wrestling founder and co-owner David McLean speaking at the panel at the San Diego Comic-Con on Friday to posit that Cunningham would be a fit for wrestling. It comes after Cunningham issued a savage response to a WNBA fan on a TikTok video. I did that video. This is Jenny Buss right here. All right? Co-owner LA Lakers. She also owns this Women of Wrestling. We would love to have Sophie Cunningham join us at WOW Superheroes. She is talented, dedicated, and a fierce competitor. Oh, let's see. Now let's see if are other organizations going to get involved in this. You got your ears on Triple H, WWE action. Oh, that's a diva. AEW, Tony Khan. Are you out there? Lord knows you could use another superstar. I've seen your ratings. Yikes. Quote, I'm from Indiana. I'm from Indianapolis. That's the home of not only the second best basketball team in the country this last year, but the biggest name in professional basketball today, Caitlin Clark. And Caitlin Clark has an enforcer. She's the Marty McSorley to the Wayne Gretzky, and she's a stunning athlete. I flew to Las Vegas and watched him in action against the Aces, and I would love to have Sophie Cunningham in WOW because she takes down the competition. She makes sure that Caitlin Clark is safe on the basketball floor. We would love to have Sophie in WOW. That is wild. It really is wild. Can we get a bidding war amongst wrestling organizations for Sophie Cunningham? Man, I would hate for her to get injured. But it'd be cool. She could do like a guest referee situation, or she could do a let me escort the world champion to the ring. And then, I don't care. Pick up a chair and crack somebody over the skull with it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Guys, I mean, this is the thing. This is why players do want to, generally speaking, play on the Indiana Fever unless you're DeWanna Bonner and you've got play with your girlfriend aspirations, because other opportunities, other doors are going to start opening, like the one right here for Sophie Cunningham to join Women of Wrestling. Do you know how much money Jenny Buss has? I mean, seriously. I mean, truth be known, well, I don't know. Could she buy the? Nah, I don't guess she could buy the entire WNBA. Probably just like 3 or 4 teams, though. Something like that. Tell me what you think. Sophie Cunningham hitting the ring while eating Arby's roast beef. Peace. I'm out. Till next time. Before we jump in, make sure you go to our merch store, our Make Basketball Great Again shirt, and our newest shirt that just came out. Both shirts are brand new. The American Flag Skull Fever Enforcer shirt. And use promo code CC22 for 20% off.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.